What's up everybody? We're here at a Japanese temple today. I'm going to be showing you what they look like. There's a ton of them, they're everywhere, hundreds of thousands. We're out in the mountainside today, so let's have a look, see what we can. Call a prayer gate. So a prayer gate, a spiritual gate, the Japanese word is kami. They don't really have one single god like Jesus Christ. They have a bunch of them. They're not really gods, they're considered spirits. The kami, everything has a spirit, a soul. So the tree has a spirit, the rock has a spirit, these birds up here, everything has a spirit. Now the prayer gate, the spirit gate, when you go through it, it's supposed to be kind of entering the spirit world, kind of. It's a bit creepy, Here's we have demon birds. It's a little bit creepy. It could be something to do with the spiritual energy in here. I do believe that. Over here we have little bits of paper, and they actually have little messages on them. But these are kind of like promises, wishes that people come and they tie it on and they actually expect it. Their wish or their good luck, good fortune is going to come true. There's even some over on the tree here because, like I was saying before, everything has a spirit, so trees are considered very, you could almost say, holy. Now in these kind of shrine areas, they always have these statues, right? And you can see this is like a kind of dog dragon, has the body of a dog, wings, spirally wings down there too. The beard is also kind of magical, swirly, like the tsunami, I guess, or the typhoon. But basically it's an animal hybrid. It's a chimera, which also goes back to biblical times when Lucifer and the fallen angels, they were causing the animals, the birds and the fish of the land to sin against God. And what a lot of people interpret that as is they were actually blending species together to make these kind of chimera or sphinx or griffin type animals. But all these places, they have these weird statues. Now if we go up to the actual temple itself, you will see that the bell's up here, of course, and then you'll see down here we have that some people have come and they've left alcohol. Why would you leave alcohol? So that's something you're never going to see in a Western church or a Middle Eastern mosque or any of the Abrahamic religions. You're never going to see people go to temples and churches and mosques and leave alcohol. That would just be weird. But it's completely acceptable in this Shinto faith because it's kind of, I think the ideology behind it is that a loved one died, and everyone loves alcohol. This loved one probably liked this type of alcohol, so their loved ones will come to these shrines and they'll leave the alcohol here, and it's kind of like an offering to a dead person. And most Japanese people, they're not really religious. They're not really a devout Shinto person who thinks about heaven and hell or afterlife or anything like that. It's more like state-sponsored religion. It's a tradition. The same in the West. Everyone will get married in a church. Atheist women will get married in churches. But here in Japan, it's the same kind of thing, but for the Shinto religion. So they follow all the kind of holidays. Like there's a special day of the year where you put a stone into your baby's mouth and you make them fish, and it's supposed to be like summoning the good spirits of food and fortune for your kids. Now, of course, I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. But most people here in Japan will do it. Weddings, they're also in the Shinto fashion. Funerals, of course, always in the Shinto fashion. So although everything they do is based on this state-sponsored religion, if you ask the Japanese person, are you religious? Most of them would say no, absolutely not. They don't see the religion they follow as a religion, they see it as a tradition. So down here you can see alcohol. Now, personally, if you don't believe in this kind of stuff, you could technically come to Japan and you could drink for free, just going from temple to temple, graveyard to graveyard, and just find free alcohol and you can drink it. But we won't do that. But Let's go over. So we got some pictures over here. You can see these are some pictures of this temple we're at when they're having a festival a few decades past. And then you can see in here, temples always have a shrine in the middle made of gold. This is kind of a small one, not so great. A lot of these temples are open. This one's locked. Yeah, so we can't get in. And then over here you've got more prayers, more messages from people. So although they don't consider themselves religious, they do practice the religion quite heavily, which is strange, because in the Western world, although most people aren't Christian, they will still do weddings and funerals in the Christian faith, but you won't have regular people going to churches to leave messages and prayers. That's more for actually religious or Christian believers in the West. But yeah, I hope you like this place. It's actually a pretty trash temple. We're going to go find some better ones, alright? Let's go.